Hi Cancer, welcome to your January 2024 energy reading. My name is Kimberly from the Path Illuminated. If you are returning, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I hope you'll consider subscribing so that you can stay up to date on when I post new content here. Cancer, Happy New Year. I hope you are doing well. As I'm recording this reading, it is January 3rd. Give me 1 second as I take a sip of water. We are still in Capricorn season. We did have Mercury station direct on January 1st, which I'm very happy about. But we do still have the post-shadow period, which lasts about 2 weeks. So there still may be some Mercury retrograde shenanigans that you may notice. A few highlights for some upcoming astrology. As I always say, I'm not an astrologer, but I love astrology. We are going to be having quite a few planets in Capricorn this month. January 4th, Mars goes into Capricorn. January 11th, there's a new moon in Capricorn. January 13th, Mercury goes into Capricorn, and January 23rd, Venus goes into Capricorn. But we do have Pluto moving out of Capricorn on the 20th of this month, and Pluto will be moving into Aquarius. So that's one of the biggest transits that we've got going on. I believe Pluto's going to be going back into Capricorn. I should look this up, but I keep forgetting. I think it's in November-ish, but then Pluto will be moving fully into Aquarius after that for the next 20 years. So lots of changes about in the collective, generally speaking, but this Pluto into Aquarius transit is going to be pretty huge, and I think we're already starting to feel that energy as we approach 20th. All right, so Cancer, this will be a collective energy reading for Cancer for January 2024. This is not a personal reading, so put yourself where you go. Take the messages that resonate, leave the rest. If you are interested in a personal reading, I will link my details below. Please remember that the only way to book a reading with me is via my website. I will never reach out to you directly to solicit or consider you for a reading, and neither will any other legitimate reader. This is my only YouTube account, and all of my social media handles are exactly the same, all one word, at the Path Illuminated. No special characters, no spaces, no punctuation, no numbers. So please be aware of scammers and impersonation accounts, Cancer. As I always like to remind viewers, you know yourself and your life and situation better than anyone else. So always trust your own judgment and discernment. And remember, Cancer, that you have free will. So if something comes out in the reading that you're not very happy with for some reason, always remember that you can change your perspective, how you deal with a person or a situation. Time and energy are fluid, and we shift the timelines and our energy and opportunities based on how we engage with reality. So always remember that when you're watching these readings. All right, Cancer, let's get going. Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides. Please help me in pulling the most relevant messages for Cancer at this time. Thank you, angels, spirits, guides, and ancestors. What messages do you have for the Cancer collective for January? Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides. What messages do you have for Cancer for January? What messages? Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides. One more card, please, for Cancer. Let me just get the clarifying deck here for you, Cancer, before we get into the reading. Again, watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If the messages resonate, give it a like. Comment below. Let me know how this energy is showing up for you. A great way for you to get more accurate readings, especially on YouTube, is to engage in an energy exchange directly, which means liking, adding a comment, right? Whenever you're engaging with the content that I post here and you're liking or leaving a comment, it boosts the channel so that it can get a better reach, but also you're engaging with me energetically, so it's easier for me to pick up on messages that may be for you. And if you don't have the money at this point for a personal reading, right, that is a way to pay it forward to any content creator, really, that you are benefiting from the free content that they're providing. A great way to energetically pay creators back is by subscribing, is by liking, is by commenting on the content if it is resonating for you. All right. Spirit, why is the Six of Wands here? Why is the Knight of Swords here for Cancer? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Cancer? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? It's too many cards. I just get one or two cards for the Wheel of Fortune for Cancer. Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides. Okay. Why is the Two of Pentacles in reverse? Why is the Two of Pentacles in reverse? Why is the Fool in reverse, Spirit? Why is the Fool in reverse? Interesting. Interesting. All right, Cancer. Let me just take a sip of water. I apologize in advance. My throat has been very dry, so I will do my best. All right. Six of Wands. So you are in a very victorious energy as the month of January starts. So we love to see it. Whatever you've been working on, I would say that people definitely view you as being victorious, successful, on top of all of the things that you need to be on top of. And I don't know whether or not you realize that people perceive you this way, Cancer, but this is the way that you are being perceived. You're being seen by other people as being very victorious, as somebody who's overcome a lot, accomplished a lot. Some of that attention might be very positive, right? People being inspired by you. There could also be some haters. Clarified by the King of Swords in reverse. So, as I saw this Knight of Swords coming towards what I'm perceiving as you and your energy, it was interesting to see this King of Swords in reverse. I get the feeling that there's somebody that is definitely watching you, paying attention to what you are posting on social media. And let me just caveat this. I always need to make sure that people are aware that gender is not relevant. Someone's showing up or you showing up as a king or a queen, it's an energy, right? We all have feminine and masculine energies. So it's an energy that somebody may be showing up with. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with their gender. And again, I don't know what this is about. I don't know if this King of Swords is a friend, a family member, co-worker, or a potential love interest, right? I don't know. What I can say, Cancer, is that, sword energy is air energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. In reverse, I get the feeling that this is somebody, they have some interest in you. They admire you. They may in some ways be jealous of you. They may envy your success. They may envy your confidence. They may envy what they see you accomplishing, for sure. And it could be an energy of they're watching everything that you do, but they're being very careful that you're not aware that they're paying attention to everything that you do. You may, Cancer, you are, a water sign. You may perceive this, right? That all eyes are on you. People are paying attention to what you're doing because you're focused on your own life and your own stuff. Whoever is, watching your every move is somebody that is a bit dishonest, a bit sneaky, a bit manipulative. For what it's worth, this doesn't mean that this person is a bad person or that they have ill intent. All it's saying is that, they're watching you, they're paying attention very heavily to what you're doing, but they're doing it in the background. It's like they see all your posts, but they don't like them. They watch all your stories, but they don't like them. That kind of thing, right? So they're paying attention, but they're really trying hard not to let on that they're paying attention. And this person, I do think that this person wants to take action toward you. They want to come toward you. And okay, look. It's a really interesting comparison here. It almost feels like they want to start some SHIT, right? Like they want to start something. It's almost like they want to provoke you is what I would say. Like they want to burst your bubble. Maybe they don't see it that way, but there's some like disappointment. I think that this person feels like things have not been going in their favor. They're feeling very insecure. They're feeling disconnected. And they're watching you over here, like feeling yourself, working hard, accomplishing your goals, and they want to come toward you. And I don't know if this if this was like a love interest, Cancer, this could be like they want to claim you, right? They want to conquer you. Like they see that you've accomplished a lot and they want to conquer you, right? Because they want to benefit from what you've done. And I'm not saying that's even a bad thing. It's just kind of a interesting, kind of odd energy I'm feeling here with somebody who is like almost like it's bravado. It's not real confidence. It's a bit manipulative, I think. We'll go deeper into it and like I said, I don't know who this person is, Cancer, right? It could be multiple people, but there's somebody that kind of like, they want access to what you've got, but they're not really coming from a place of their own inner strength or security. It's almost like their insecurities are triggered and they want to prove something to you by coming toward you, but I don't know what that is. And I don't know who this is. Like, if this is like a friend or a frenemy, right? Again, you're gonna have to put the energy where it goes, Cancer. It could be somebody that is just like, oh, like I've been watching Cancer and I haven't said anything, but like, it looks like they're having a really good time. And I want to show them that I'm also having a good time, but really I'm not. Really, I have not been feeling like things are going in my favor. I've been feeling really insecure. But if I come at them and I talk a big game and I say like, oh yeah, my life's going great too, maybe I can siphon some of that like good luck, that good energy for myself. And again, whether this is friend, family, potential lover, coworker, whomever it is, right? I'm not even necessarily saying that this person is self-aware enough to understand this, but there's something that they want from you, right? It's not really the action that they're taking toward you, it's coming across to me as a bit self-serving is what I would say, Cancer. Now, for you, Wheel of Fortune, things are turning in your favor. Things are happening for you. You're learning a lot. Things are definitely starting to go your way, right? People are noticing that. And it's because of all of the learning you've done, all of the inner work you've done, by you, following your intuition, by you doing the hard work, by you putting in the time and the effort and trusting the process. Now, it's clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So what I'm getting is you either have recently walked away from like a job or a career, or you're going to be doing that in the near future, because this group that you've been working with, that you've been collaborating with, it's just not working out, right? Things are not working out quite the way that you had anticipated. But regardless, like I was saying, things are actually working in your favor, right? What's that phrase? When things fall apart, they're falling together. I'm not saying that totally correctly, but it's like whatever is happening right now, whatever's happening in January, it's happening to help you alchemize all of the work that you did in 2023, Cancer. And it's also to help you see the people that you've been working with, collaborating with, investing in, that it's just not quite working out. Now, I do see some hesitation and confusion with regard to you figuring out what is the best way for you to balance your time and resources. You may be hesitating and making a choice right now. The moon, your intuition is going to be really key right now in better understanding what is going on, what it's trying to teach you, and where it's trying to lead you, Cancer. I think any sort of hesitation with regard to, right, this job, this career path, making a decision about whether to stay or go, it's understandable that there would be some hesitation because it definitely feels like it's tied to your money. Obviously, there's pentacles here, but the universe is going to be providing you clarity. It's just that you need to be willing to go into that place of trusting, Cancer, that the universe is only going to show you the next step. It's not going to show you the entire staircase. And I think that that might cause a bit of hesitation because you're worried about maybe losing your success that you've gained, which again is understandable. Now, this I find really interesting. Full in reverse. It's like hesitation to take a leap of faith into a new direction, right? Whether it is a new job, a new position, entrepreneurship, whatever it is, there's a hesitation. Again, with this like being afraid to make this decision, feeling unclear, feeling like you don't know how to make the right decision, and maybe at times questioning your intuition. Five of Swords. You are going to need to accept the fact that when you choose yourself, Cancer, you're going to upset people. You're going to hurt some feelings, and some people are going to decide that you are the villain, that you are the enemy, simply because you are deciding to do what's best for you. You need to get over that. Because if you are more concerned with other people's feelings than what you need to do in order to be happy and fulfilled, that's the only thing that's going to delay you from actually stepping into this new fool's journey. It's like you've accomplished a lot. You are successful, but this success, whatever you've accomplished in the last year, Cancer, it's in order to prepare you for a brand new journey. There's definite hesitation. I get that, that you are a loving, caring sign. You are represented, your archetype is the mother. You're nurturing. You don't like to hurt people's feelings, but you need to accept that choosing yourself, right, and making hard choices that are for the betterment of you and your life, it's always going to trigger people. It's always going to upset people. And if you continue to be more concerned with how are they going to feel if I do this? Who cares, Cancer? Like, really, I'm serious. Who cares? This is about you. This is about your new journey. The success that you have acquired up until this point is for you. Other people, do they want access to it? Yep. Other people, do they want to siphon your energy? Yep. But that's not going to work if you're going to step into this new place that the universe is calling you to. So I think like January is most definitely about you realizing that this, again, this hard work, the success you've acquired, it's going to draw a lot of attention to you. Attention from everyone. People who are well-intentioned, people who just want to conquer you, want to take from you, want to benefit from the work that you've done, even though they haven't done the work themselves. Coming to a place of realizing like, okay, I've been successful to this point and I've learned a lot. And how do I integrate what I've learned? How do I weed out situations and people that actually aren't worth my time? How do I get over my fear of making the quote unquote wrong decision? Something that is important to keep in mind, Cancer. This is my personal philosophy. There are no right or wrong decisions. As long as we're learning, as long as we're pushing ourselves to trust our intuition and our faith, everything, again, is happening for us. So if we make a choice, right, that leads us down a path where we finally realize that, oh, this career path isn't actually working out for me, that's not a failure. That's, you discovered something, right? You realize this job, this company, this, this career path that I've been on, it's not been working. Sure, there's going to be doubts, there's going to be fears, there's going to be worries, right? There's going to be hesitation to walk away from something that has provided you with financial stability. But ultimately, you need to choose yourself, even if it doesn't make sense to other people, even if they're mad at you because they feel like you owe them something. If you're the one who is paying your own bills, Cancer, you don't owe anybody anything, not even an explanation, right? Like, you have something very, very exciting that is going to be available for you, something that you've never done, a way that you've never pushed yourself before, but it's a matter of you realizing that actually you need to focus on you. You need to put yourself first. That's not about being a jerk. It's not about being inconsiderate. It's just like, this is your life. It's nobody else's life. You got to do what's best for you. And at the end of the day, this has been coming through in a lot of my readings today. The people who are meant to be in your life, Cancer, they're going to respect you for choosing you. They're going to respect you for having boundaries. They're going to respect you for pursuing your dreams. They're not going to make you feel bad or shame you or guilt you for not having time for them or not showing up when they exactly need you to, right? So, like, just keep that in mind. All right, let's go a little bit deeper. Thank you, Spirit. What additional messages? Yep. You are going to walk away from anything and any person that isn't actually able to provide you with emotional fulfillment. It doesn't matter how these people show up. It doesn't matter how this Knight of Swords shows up. If you trust your intuition, another moon here, and obviously in astrology, your planet, Cancer, is the moon. And it's very much here. It's like you need to trust your intuition. You need to trust your guidance. When something is off, you don't need to have all of the details about what is off. Trust your intuition. Don't fool yourself into this paradigm of, oh, well, I need to be a nice person. Oh, well, I need to be a good person. Good people don't have to prove that they're good people, and you don't owe anybody anything. If someone is showing up and they're arrogant and they're trying to show off to you and they're like, oh, well, look at me, I'm just as successful as you. You can pick up on that energy really easily that like, oh, this person's not here to celebrate me. They're here to compare. They're here to try to prove that they're doing just as good as me or better. And why are they doing that? What are they covering up? Does it actually matter, Cancer? No. It means you're going to take a step back from those people, right? It means you're not going to keep investing in individuals that aren't actually even investing in themselves and doing the work. They might say, oh, well, I want to someday be, as successful as you. That's fine, but are they willing to put in the work? Are they willing to deal with, the emotional ups and downs of shedding old ways of being and doing the healing work and taking accountability and learning how to trust their intuition? Or do they just want to try to find an easy way, and they think by getting closer to you that they're somehow going to benefit from your success? And yes, that is true. It's something I've had to learn. A lot of empaths have had to learn that, like, people will see that you have good energy. They'll come over to get a hit from your energy, and then all of a sudden they become a leech because it feels so good, but they're not willing to do their own work to cultivate that good energy and success in themselves. And you need to be very aware of that, because you only have so much energy, Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. What additional insights can you provide for Cancer? Okay. The Hangman, take a step back. Take a step away. If you are not sure if a person, a team, a job, a company, a career path is meant for you, again, with the Hangman, this is about you, taking accountability for yourself and your own energy, and knowing when you need to take time away, knowing when you need to distance yourself from people or a job or a situation so that you can gain enlightenment. Because oftentimes you're going to gain the most enlightenment by separating yourself, isolating yourself, taking a step back, not always being available. Again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier with the boundaries, right? When you're like, hey, I'm not staying late at work. I'm not putting in overtime. I'm not working weekends, right? It's going to be really clear if you set those boundaries at work, Cancer, if it's a toxic work environment. Because if it's a toxic work environment, you having like reasonable standards of, I'm working 8 hours a day. That's all you get. Occasionally, am I okay with doing overtime? Sure. But if you expect me to constantly put in extra time and work 80-hour weeks, I'm not going to do that. You being clear about your boundaries and then taking a step back from it and letting it be what it is, letting your boundaries speak for themselves, it's going to make it really clear what people, places, and situations are for you and which are not. The Hierophant, this is the God card. Deepen your spiritual practices. I don't know if you are considering like working with a healer, or if you're thinking about deepening, your spiritual knowledge. That might be potentially something that you are considering in the new year, is getting more consistent with your spiritual practices, whether that's prayer or meditation or journaling or yoga. God is going to help you to stay grounded. Your spiritual practices, your spiritual understanding, spiritual teachings are really going to help you through this process of getting comfortable with the unknown, getting comfortable with doing things differently, getting comfortable with trusting your intuition. Spirit, what additional advice do you have for Cancer? Temperance, you need patience, you need healing. You need to continue to pour into yourself. Again, God, your angels, your guides, are going to be really, really key at this time. Also, spend time in nature. Make sure you're going out on walks. Make sure you're connecting with nature spirits, the water, putting your feet in the grass, doing the things that make you feel happy and healthy. Three of Swords. There's going to be some painful realization. Things are going to become really, really clear. And it's not necessarily going to be fun to accept people, right? Again, this is more sword energy, that have let you down, that have lied to you, that have pretended to be something that they're not. Whether it is friends, family, again, coworkers, or a potential love interest, right? It's also, you are whole within yourself, right? And your strength comes from your heart. and you can take a lot more than you think you can. And again, this continuing to go back to the things that are happening for you, even if some of those realizations and truths are painful. Can I get one more card here? Seven of Cups. Once you get really clear, Cancer, on who has good intentions versus not so good intentions, once you get clear on who is worth your time and energy, once you start to understand that, you know, your typical focus about your typical way of being, which is to worry about how everyone else is feeling and yourself last, once you let go of that, right, you're going to be ready for this fool's journey that's going to require you, right, to be clear that you're walking away from people, places, and situations that are not emotionally fulfilling, learning how to take a step back, learning how to observe, right, going deeper in your relationship with God, your spiritual practices, learning patience, learning how to heal yourself, how to pour into yourself, understanding that whatever endings happen, whatever harsh truths come to you, it's happening for you because there is a world of opportunity opening up for you. There are a lot of new options that are coming towards you with regard to this fool's journey. And sometimes clarity isn't as, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not as welcomed as we might anticipate it, right? It's like I was saying earlier, the struggle with the unknown, but sometimes we don't want the truth because the truth can really be painful. But in you learning how to, you know, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, love yourself through those hard moments, through those difficult truths, you're going to see that what is available to you and the options that are available to you on this new journey are actually so much better than what you had before. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. But I'm going to pull you a card from the Soft Cosmic Concepts Oracle deck. It's a lot to say. Thank you, angel spirits and guides. Whoa, not that many cards. Just one card, please, for Cancer to close the reading out. The Stars. Card 11, which means that you're on the right path. Some nights I look up at the stars and feel small, but never lonely. Again, this reference to God, to the stars, to the universe, to the moon, right? Like that within your spiritual practices, within your connection to God, to the universe, to the stars, you will be reminded even in those moments, right, when you have to walk away from people that you may care about, people that you love, people that disappointed you, right? Like you are not alone. Spirit sees you. God hears you. Concept. Some nights I look up at the stars and feel small, but never lonely. Loneliness, empathy, togetherness, renewed hope, shared experiences, and mutual feelings. Affirmation. I never have to be alone in this world. There may be times when you feel lonely, as if nobody feels the way you do or shares the same thoughts as you. However, at this moment, somebody else is thinking the same exact thing. We are all connected in some inexplicably beautiful way by these shared experiences, emotions, and thoughts. This is a reminder that you are not alone in this world. This is also a positive card to get in questions regarding someone's feelings or attraction towards you. Again, you know, this is giving me an indication that this Knight, this sword energy is somebody who is interested in you. I just don't think that they're actually on your level. I think they want you to think that they're on your level. But at the end of the day, if in order to keep anyone in your life, Cancer, if the requirement to keep someone in your life is to shrink yourself, to silence yourself, to abandon yourself, that's not the right person for you. And you can let them go with love. Like I was saying earlier, you know, oftentimes people are not self-aware. They haven't done the work. They don't know what they're doing. They're acting on autopilot, out of triggers, you know, but it's not our responsibility to think for them. It's not our responsibility to save them. It's our responsibility, Cancer, to be an example of what healthy relationship dynamics are. So you can't make somebody act right that doesn't see any problem with their behavior in the first place. All right, I'm going to pull another card from The Universe Has Your Back deck. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. I think there's a lot of love from the divine here for you, Cancer, obviously. Aligning with love is aligning with yourself, aligning with your passion, aligning with your intuition, and trusting again the path before you, even in those moments where all you have are the moon and stars to guide you and things are not super clear. Trust your intuition in those moments, because it is leading you to a new journey where the opportunities are going to be like, there's going to be so many options, and that I think at the end of the day will end up being part of the challenge. But like, this is a really good challenge to have. It's good to have options. You are not stuck where you are, Cancer, unless you believe that you are. So if these messages resonated, Cancer, please like, please subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.